Okay, Comic 109. Why the hell is Calvin giving out gifts, Jeff? We figured we should, sir. The kids like it. I had some old stuff I didn't need anymore, so we're giving that out. As long as I'm not losing anything, especially money. Don't worry, sir. With this plan, everyone wins. Mommy, what's an inflatable pleasure sheep? Ha 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 ha. Only 109 comics in, and I apparently already decided there was no chance I would ever get any kind of deal as a syndicated comic strip. So there it is. There it is. I crossed the line at Comic 109. I'm I must say I'm slightly embarrassed by this because I didn't think I did any kind of humor like this. I try not to use those jokes. I don't really like them because I find them a bit too obvious. That's my problem. You know, you can always go down the way of, ooh, it's uncomfortable talking about sex and people's sexual preferences or experimentation. I mean, but it's kind of the same way as I'm going to liken it to religious tolerance. Because yes, you could start a holy war because someone else believes in another deity than yourself, or even entire religious structure than yourself, even though it's the exact same God. I don't get that. So why isn't it the same with sexual preferences? I read a book recently where a guy, sort of the main character, or one of the main antagonists is a politician, and it looks like the politician's going to win, but then the politician is involved in a scandal where his house catches fire, and when he escapes from the house, he comes out wearing, leather bondage straps and things, and he and his partner, his female partner, I mean, it was even a heterosexual relationship, so it can't get too upset, and they all come out wearing this and that, and it's all this huge controversy, and I think, why is that a huge controversy? He's within the confines of his home, he's doing, what he wants to do. How is my right to tell him that his relationship choices or sexual choices are different than so it comes to the same thing. So, Mommy, what's an inflatable pleasure sheep? It makes people uncomfortable because, oh, well, that's different than I would think to do, because, I mean, even if it's not different, it's different from what you're expected to. This rant is going very, not anywhere near what I wanted to talk about, but this is why I choose normally, well, that's not why I choose normally not to use those jokes, but they're just a bit obvious. It's an easy way to an uncomfortable joke. I don't like it because it's too easy. The potty humor and the toilet humor is the same way. So let's talk about the other two panels then. Mr. Griever. Why is he giving out gifts? As long as I'm not losing money. And then, of course, there's him calling Kenny the wrong name again, Kelvin. And I suppose that's all. So once you get past my poor rant into religious organizations and sexual preferences, then I guess there's really not much going on in this comic at all. Mr. Griever's head is much larger than Kenny's. It changes sizes a few times. I can never quite get that right. He's a different shaped character than anyone else, so he's very hard to scale to the other characters, where it always seems like he's a bit bigger, he's a bit smaller. I mean, his arms are huge. Look at how big his arms are. I mean, he's not that fat. And then his head only comes up to about there. Sometimes his head comes up to the same height. He's a bit dumpy, but now it looks like his legs are nothing. Now it looks like he's a really huge kingpin-sized guy, but he's standing on his knees for whatever reason. Maybe he gets bored. Maybe he's just a floating torso. Oh, that solves it. There, never mind the standing on a box theory. Mr. Griever is now a floating torso. So, with that slightly uncomfortableness over with, I hope most of you skipped this. Most of two of you. Hey, you know what happened the other day? Aha, small announcement. YouTube sends me an email and says, would you like to monetize your videos? Monetize my videos. Do you know how many views I get off of this? Do you know what the number one movie or video from these comic commentaries was? what the highest number of views was on any one single video. You ready? 8. 8 views is the most I've received on any of them, and they want me to monetize a maximum of 8 views. An average of 2, I think. They want me to monetize that. I said yes, but only just to get my information out there, so if they ever do become popular, it's easy to do, and they don't just get suspicious. Oh, far too ranty and weird today. So yeah, you might eventually get ads. Not anytime soon. I'm not putting any ads on these, because, come on, both of you don't want to see ads. Ha 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 ha. I implied there are only 2 viewers. Awesome. I like Grieber's mustache. That's all. Comic 110 tomorrow.